he is the man of the moment on the sidelines for the University of Miami that is not actually playing for the University of Miami. He's the first fan, and he's also my Hall of Fame friend. I love this man more than anybody that I know. His name is Michael Irvin.
Sir.
Good to see you, sir. How are you?
Hey, it's so good to be with my boys back on the show again. Rich, you know, I never told you, man, but what I was just watching, when I watched your intro,
Yes, sir.
that Johnny Carson-like intro, that is, dude, hey, that's spot on, Rich. You know what I'm saying? That is spot on, man. That's exactly what I'm like, man.
Well, you know
I don't
me.
know why I've never said anything about this.
You know what?
Like, that really is, Rich. That's cool, buddy.
You know me. You know what I'm all about. You know what I'm trying to do. You've been with me literally since my wedding day. You know, you get it. You know what I'm trying to do around here, and I just love watching you doing your thing. You know, and do you think you're playing for the team still, sometimes, Michael? Do you think?
Well, you know, I'm so superstitious, right? And a lot of us athletes are. You know, you remember my boy Time, how he had to put his suit out the same way every time. I used to wear whatever my suit was, my underwear had to match. And we would wait till I get undressed and say, okay, we ready, you know, because that's the superstition that we did. Dale Hellestrade and Troy used to mess with me about those things. And what I do, okay, let me explain to people. Like, I can't just sit still. Right? I have to be in front of our offense like I'm helping them, saying, come on this way, pull this way. And then behind the defense like I'm trying to stop the other offense. You know, so yeah, I just get into it like that. I can't sit still. As a matter of fact, when I was doing an interview on the sideline the other day, that's when the team started coming back because they had me standing still in one spot. I had to tell them, I got to cut this short, man. I got to get back in front of the offense, man, so I can pull them. I can do my piece. And so it just got crazy, man. I told them I got to get out of here. But once I got out from under the interview and went over there and got in front, it's like caution. Oh, come on, y'all, come this way. If it's 3rd and 5, I take 5 steps this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then start pulling so we can get the first down. That's just how I watch the game.
No, I know how superstitious you are. All those years with game day morning, you would wear the colors of the team that the Cowboys were facing. You know, you would wear the Eagles green on a day the Cowboys were taking on the Eagles. I saw all of that. I had a front row seat for all of that.
I don't know. You know, why do we like that, though? Why are fans, why do we believe we are affecting the game in some way? It blows my mind, man, But I just love it.
It's a way that you feel that you can control the uncontrollable. Is Ray Lewis the same way? What are you and Ray like watching the game?
No, Ray sits, he's still Adrian James, Andre Johnson. Those guys are, you know, they're more calm. They're more calm. So.
I think everyone's more calm, Michael, than you are. I mean, you know what I mean? That goes without saying. But I'm just wondering, does Ray even try to tamp it down for you?
All the time.
He does.
All the time. All the time. Ray calm. Ray, hey, calm your black ass.
That's what he's telling you? That's what he's
Ray
telling you?
say that all the time. Ray said that to me all the time, man. I just laugh and go grab him and hug on him, man. You know, because you know, those defensive guys can't take that. You know, they can't take it. They can't take all the affection stuff. So when they get mad at you, just fall back on them, try to kiss them.
Yeah.
Stop. Get off me, man. Leave me alone. That kind of stuff.
I bet.
But then my boys, Rich, you know, it was so great being on the sideline with my boys again, all of that, man. And the conversations we had early on when we were all going to Miami about, you know, how we want to build it and what we wanted to become. And then, you know, we talked about our kids possibly going here and now seeing what one of ours, Coach Cristobal, come back and, you know, doing what he's doing with it is insane. It's incredible. And it's a great feeling. And it was so great because Coach Cristobal, even Coach Johnson went up to him and he said, Coach, come on now, the game ain't not over. We got to make sure until it's all the way over, you know? And he said that's what Coach Johnson would have been saying, you know, that's what he got taught under. So, you know, it's great to see family bringing family along this way.
Yeah, and it looks like again, Coach Jimmy and Coach Cristobal, they're doing an old school "You Know It" segment from game day morning.
Yeah, you remember them days?
You
Oh my
know
God,
it.
man. Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Sap was in the
Listen,
stands. I know
Sap,
Sap was in the
Sap was right
stands.
there. Sap was
Everyone's
right
there.
there, man.
Everyone's there.
Yeah.
And I was with you on that night in spirit. You know that, Michael. And it's not
Oh
just
yeah.
because my nephew Lee went to the U,
Right, right.
but who you
And
were
that,
playing
remember that
against.
night we had?
Who you were
That
playing
game we had.
against.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. Yeah, you had a whole alumni base from Ann Arbor,
Yeah.
Michigan, in your corner that night, but I mean, you saw that too. You saw kids like Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese. Those are beasts who are coming to the next level. So in all seriousness, though, like what do you think makes this Hurricanes team a threat to win it all right now, Michael?
Honestly, Rich, I don't know if even saying what we're saying, we give them enough credit for what they've done. And I look at it, and I'm on the sideline. I get to see things pretty close up, and a great job done by all of the coaches, Dawson coordinator, everybody. But the thing I horn in on a lot is because that's what I did when I was playing, the big guys. It's always the big guys. And Mario Cristobal being a big guy. And then having Jason Taylor working with that defensive line. Those two have put the focus where we needed it, offense and defensive line, and you're seeing the results. We've always had talented, skill set people, but when we opened up against Alabama a couple of years ago, I looked at our line, I looked at their line, I said, no shot here, bro. You know what I mean? It was no shot. It was Bryce Young's first game. I remember that. I was like, oh my God, look at this line. Now when I look at that line and I go to that offensive line, yeah. Yeah, we got a shot every time because of those guys. And Ole Miss, I see a lot of good things in Ole Miss. You know what I mean? They got a lot of that fight like Miami got in them. So that next game is going to be a battle. But beating Ohio State, there was nothing better than beating Ohio State because they stole one. I had a picture
Oh,
when I was in Columbus, Ohio. I stomped on the graves of those. And I went right on campus. I had to go stump on the grave because you took one of our rings. Somebody had on the inside stole that ring, threw a 5-minute late flag to take it away. So we've been
wow.
turning to get to their tail for a while. And everybody thought we were going to get beat. And Rich,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't go for it, Rich. It was an incredible thing to be on that sideline and get that feeling. And I remember when it first came around, the first time we did it, when it was Oklahoma and Nebraskas and all of that, and now it's the Ohio States and the Notre Dames. But boy, it was an incredible feeling to be there.
Michael Irvin here on the Rich Eisen Show. And speaking of a Cowboy, South Florida, Miami connection, how about Troy Aikman being hired by the Dolphins apparently to help with the general manager search? Michael, what do you think of that one right there?
I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. You know what I mean? There's no doubt Troy's a asset and a great resource for anybody. I mean, whoever he should have a consulting business and help all of them. Because I heard when they're going outside, you could use some firm or some research search firm. Troy talks to these guys every day, and he's serious. He's around these guys every day, so he knows, and he knows what it takes to win a Super Bowl. So yeah, because a lot of times, Rich, you can get dazzled with the brain of a person. Great talent, really know how to design the plays, but it takes also the order. The order. You're going to have to make sure that you can have order within the organization and not have situations like sometimes that you've had in Miami.
All right. And we had Philip Rivers on in the second hour of the show, Michael. Did you ever get a call after it's being retired to come back and play? Did that ever happen for you?
No, I've never got a real call to come back and play, Rich. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty incredible what Philip Rivers did to be able to get back on the football field and have that opportunity. But now think about it. Now that's where the game has lend itself. Probably I don't know what year it was when he first came into the game. He was taking more hits, but now the game protects the quarterback so much
Mm-hmm.
that he said, "Oh, my arm is still good. My body will take way less hits than they had to take." So yeah. Then that lends to you having an opportunity to get back into the game.
But at no point did you think, you know what, maybe I should come back. Nothing like that. You never thought that.
Oh yeah. I thought his shoulders up. I thought his shoulders up, but then shoulders down. Said, "Boy, stop playing around." You know what I'm saying? Or better understood, I probably thought it knee up,
Yes.
but right in that knee spot.
Yeah.
Said, "Negro, please, you better sit down somewhere right in that knee area. See, you better sit down." So, Rich, hey, Rich, I like when people say to me, "Man, you look like you still can play."
Yeah.
This is beach muscles, man. These things ain't functional for real. You crazy.
Beach muscles.
It ain't nothing, man. This is nothing.
Hey, TJ, what's the anniversary today? You said something to my ear.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking.
What's up, Irv?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm great. You know, whenever I get in an
DJ,
argument,
my boy, y'all. That's my dude right there. I'm always running into TJ everywhere. I don't know why. Why do we run into each other everywhere?
Because TJ's everywhere.
that's where the players play. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're right, buddy. You're right.
But anytime Irv, I get into an argument about who the greatest running back of all time is, and I'm sure you know my answer. One of my arguments is I always point to this day, January the 2nd, 1990, for the Emmitt Smith game, playoffs against the Giants, where he 42 touches, 229 yards, and a touchdown. I always point to that game as your running back could never do what Emmitt did on this day. So
it was the day that in the regular season that got the Cowboys
Giant.
into the playoffs
sorry,
as the
shoulder
NFC
day.
champ.
shoulder day.
The shoulder game.
Right.
The shoulder game.
What was that like back in the day?
That shoulder game.
Yeah.
Playing with Emmitt. Oh my man, Emmitt. To me, Emmitt is the greatest running back of all time. Now, I know we see Jim Brown, and God knows he's a beast.
I just put him to the side. Like, we don't
Right,
count
right,
Jim
right.
Brown.
Yeah, and you're gonna put Jim Brown to the side. You put Jim Brown to the side, but you also got to remember, Jim Brown was going up against defensive linemen that were 240 and 50 pounds too. So yeah, he was gonna beast those guys. Now, Emmitt was beasting Reggie White and the Jerome Browns. You know what I'm saying? So we see such devastating blows and such speed by a Jim Brown. We see such dynamicness and beauty in a Barry Sanders. But the combination of both, with what we call a hit balance. I don't know if he had 4 or 5 legs, because every time somebody hit him this way, it kind of stands on back up on this leg and hit him this way. And he always made progress. You can see Bear sometimes, and he'll dance and make some beautiful plays. And he's one of the greatest ever, so I'm not putting down on anybody. We're just breaking out a comparative analysis and trying to really dig in and find differences. But sometimes that dancing got him in a lost situation. And then sometimes they even took him out in the end zone, red zone. You know what I mean? Emmitt Smith gave you both.
What about that day, Irv? What about that day when he was hurt?
That day was incredible. That day was incredible. You guys know how it came about. E and I would always step out and double trouble right before every game.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always talk. Like injuries, and if you're injured, that's one thing. But you hurt him. We got nothing to do with you hurting. We knew we were going. We made a pact to come in here. We knew we were going to be hurting. So, like, I remember one game in Washington, I had a torn rib, my rib cartilage. And I could barely breathe. And then it was like, hey, he said, wait a minute. He said, hey, can you stand? He said, I can stand, but I'm going to have to go out. He said, they don't know you hurt. You stand out there and keep the safety out there and let me run. That's the mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in this game, and Emmitt had got hurt. He hurt his shoulder. And I was trying to say the same thing to him. I said, they don't know you hurt. You just sit back there, get that safety in the box, let me win this game.
Yes.
But I think they forgot and handed the ball off to him. And after that, it was over. I mean, the dude put on an incredible performance. After that game, Rich,
mm-hmm.
he was in the training room, literally bent over with the ice on, and I'm trying to check him out. I'm coming in. I don't know if he was crying because I had so many tears in my eyes crying. I'm grabbing him like, oh, it was the greatest game. I swear to you guys, I told him that was the greatest performance I've ever seen by an athlete in my life because I really knew how he was hurting and what he gave up that day was incredible.
32 years ago today. Unbelievable. And, he's a Gator first as well. So is he sending you straight to voicemail these days because he doesn't want to hear about Miami right now? Are you getting sent straight to voicemail if you call Emmitt right now?
No. He'll take it. He'll take it. He and Dion, both Florida State. They're a little, they're a little different when it comes to their alma maters than I am with mine. They won't even allow me to go. They'll answer the phone. So, man, don't call me with this. Come on, Mike, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. You know what I mean? So, they're different.
All right. Before I let you go, you want to take a shot at the Super Bowl? Who's in Super Bowl 60? Irv, what do you got?
This is a good one. I heard you guys talking even about the MVP, and I mean that would be interesting, man. Drake May has played well, Matthew Stafford, but this big thing I think about with the Rams is you're gonna need both of them out there, and I'm talking about Puka and Devontae Adams, and then you got a shot to beat anybody. The shot to beat anybody. Without both of them and just one of them, the game changed. Like you can make it a little more difficult on Puka and without Devontae Adams. So yeah, I think it's a hard pick to find out to think about who's going to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Come on.
I know
now.
that's a hard pick, man.
You sound like Mooch now, where you're talking it out and then you're going to wind up on the fence. Come on now, let's go.
Well, I was trying to solidify my thoughts here on it because you see Seattle. What the Seattle and the defense, but then you see
Niners, Bears,
Sam Darnold hadn't
Eagles.
had those big games. He hadn't played those big games. But you see the Niners, and you know the coaching. You see the Rams, the coaching pedigree that are on those sidelines, and Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. So from the players, the coaching pedigree, I would say take the Rams if everybody's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would say take the Rams because I'm an offensive guy and I know they can put up points against everybody or anybody if everybody's healthy.
And the AFC? What do you got?
Oh, this is even more difficult because he's done such a great job. And I said this to Rich a week ago. I said, man, New England needed to lose a game because when you win 8, 9, 10, 11 games in a row. Like I told you guys you're not studying film on Monday. It's kind of fun, it's kind of fun. And it's not quite Belichick. And, and Vrabel has put his hand on it. So I imagine you kind of lose just a little edge. But then they lost and you saw what they did coming back. And that's exactly what I was looking for. The way I know it was just the Jets or whoever, I don't care. I was looking at what kind of performance you can put on when you come back to see if you're going to wilt in the playoffs. And I don't think they will wilt. I was looking at Chicago the other day to see if they can come back because it was a better game. And they came back. I was like, okay, I can see this now with Caleb Woods because he's made so many big plays this year. And in the playoff moments, he's going to be looking to make a big play. Most young guys run from that big play, but he'll be looking for it. But if I had to pick right now, AFC, I would take New England with the young Drake May, even over Buffalo right now because Josh Allen has to be Superman all day.
Yeah, so New England Rams for a third time in Super Bowl history, says Michael Irvin.
Man, but I don't know if we want that. TV.
No, I just
I'm talking about TV.
Hey,
would you think it'd be a better one if it was like a Seattle?
I think it's great no matter what because anybody could win it. I think Houston and San Francisco could make it, which would be wild for D'Amico Ryans, to be back in his old spot against his old team. There's so many different ways. Jacksonville could go on a run for sure. Chargers.
Man, I didn't think about Houston, Rich, and I want to say this, Rich. You got to give D'Amico Ryans a lot of credit.
Super.
It's amazing. It started off 0-3 like this, and then put the defense together. And man, it's just an incredible job. And I don't know if we're giving him enough credit because we'll say, well, he was supposed to be there. He shouldn't have started off 0-3. And then missed 3 games with his top quarterback. And Davis Mills come in and win those games. I was like, man, that's an incredible job he has done. I don't think we talk about that enough.
Agreed. I miss you, Irv. Irv. Great to see your beautiful family pictures behind you. Susie sends her best to you. We're all watching you on the sidelines of the U, hoping that everything's okay. You know what I mean? Like, we love seeing you out there. And one last thing, do me a favor, find out for me if Aikman took the job thinking he was actually hired to find a new GM for the Cowboys. Can you do that for me, Michael? Instead, it's like, wait a minute. It's with Miami. Did I really do that, TJ?
That was unnecessary.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Unnecessary to do.
What do you mean it's unnecessary?
But that's the smart of Miami though, because they know he wanted to do it for a long time, and he wanted to do it for Dallas, and that's why you can understand Miami saying, okay, if Dallas won't tap into that resource, let us, and even the Cowboy fans can understand.
Of course.
Hey, you know what I mean? So we're happy for Troy, man. I love my man.
Me too. I love you too, Irv. Happy New Year to you and
all
the Irvs. Good luck.
No. It's not a happy New Year. It's a happy you year. Happy you year. This is how we say it, buddy. You understand? Happy you year. That's how we say it.
Enjoy it, Irv. We'll see you out there for the semifinal. And I'll chat with you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Michael Irvin.
Go.
Hall of Fame friend. Happy New Year to everybody. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.